Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose, or you can find a way to make yourself look like a joke to the entire boxing community. The same way Cryson Scary has done. Now you know I keep the hairy eyeball on Cryson Scary. I'm the lineal champion lineal. I did me work, I did me title. I beat Tyson Fury, I beat Deontay Wilder fair and square. I don't know Daniel Kinahan. I met him one time. He's a nice fella, but no, I don't know him. I don't have no ties to Daniel Kinahan. I do me training. I'm the champion, lineal champion. Eat mistaken potatoes. Shut up, Tyson Fury. You're a goddamn joke. Now, I know I talk a lot about Tyson Fury because I'm disappointed in Cryson Scary. Because I want to give him all the credit that I kind of think he deserves. But 90% of me feels he doesn't deserve no goddamn credit, all right? I'm just being honest with you. But, hey, guess what? I just happened to be out here on the internet and came across an article on BoxingScene.com, and they don't touch about all the shit that I touch on, but they talk about some other things that I never really thought about. So I said, let me share it with you, how the entire boxing world is seeing Cryson Scary as a joke. So I'm just going to read it to you, right? And I'll be kind of filling in some gaps in it. Anyway, it goes on to start off. Tyson Fury, champion, lineal champion. Do me training. I beat them fair and square. 34-0, one draw, 24 KOs. A lot of people think he doesn't deserve that draw. He should have won the fight against Wilder. Other people think he should have been counted out. But anyway, he has a draw. He spent the last 23 months doing everything boxing fans hate. Wow. See, and those aren't even Hood Champion's words. In October 2021, when he pinned the wobbly Deontay Wilder, 43 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 42 KOs, against the ropes and released a vicious overhand right that secured an 11th round stoppage in the third fight of their rivalry. Fury was on top of the world. Absolutely, he was on top of the world. I have to agree with that because Fury had to push through some adversity to get that win. The legendarily hard-punching Wilder had knocked Fury down 4 times in their trilogy. Each time, Fury rose from the canvas without fail, earning 2 knockout victories and a draw that most felt he deserved to win. I have issue with this shit because, yeah, he rose from the canvas, but how was he able to rise from the canvas? But you all know he was working with Usman Sajjad, so y'all figure that out on your own. Having beaten long reigning heavyweight king Vladimir Klitschko in 2015 to earn the lineal title, Fury never let it go. Well, we all know what happened there with Fury and Klitschko and delaying the fight and testing positive for drugs and all that bullshit, right? So I don't know if he deserves credit for that win. Due to Fury's unique blend of an enormous frame and unbelievable evasive skills, analysts gave him an even or better chance in practically any mythical matchup, with maybe only a few exceptions. If he were there to be beat. So this is the thing about Tyson Fury, about mythical matchups. Let's be for real. Tyson Fury ain't beating all them guys. I know he's tall and come on now, man. It's a different mentality. Those guys back then were fighting with basically mittens on their hand. It's a different toughness, different grit. And their conditioning was out of this world. But we will never know, right? Even if he were to beat the other top contenders of his day, Fury could potentially become an all-time great heavyweight. Short of that, he was at least the best big man of the generation. That's how everybody saw it. Everybody did see Tyson Fury as the best big man. Even the guys from the smaller weight classes were just talking about how amazing Tyson Fury is and his boxing skill and his IQ and his aptitude. Everybody was praising him. But like they say in this article, since then, he has all but imploded, bullshit flag thrown, hold your horses, he's taking it to the stupid. Consider this chain of events in which Fury, he retired from boxing, right? After that, he released a social media rant after the second fight between Usyk and AJ, which included the both of them were shit. I would annihilate both of them on the same night. And get your effing checkbook out, because the Gypsy King is here to stay forever. Which he wasn't here to stay forever, because then he still continued in his retirement. But then he said, you know what? I'm going to unretire from boxing. And then he went and fought Derek Chisora. And like this article says, it was the most unnecessary trilogy because that was his third fight with Derek Chisora. But it was a way for Tyson Fury to cash a very large check and to help his buddy Chisora out to make a few $1 million. But Chisora, who everybody wanted to see retire, man, he just got beat down in that fight, and it was kind of hard to watch. But it was boxing at its worst, as the article says, and it left some viewers feeling very uncomfortable because they said, damn, Tyson Fury is just out here cherry picking and just all about money. He's trying to make the most money possible, not really worried about the fans. Then he asked Usyk to accept a 30% purse split in negotiations for an undisputed heavyweight title fight that was aimed for April 2023. Usyk accepted. Fury made further demands, which eventually caused Team Usyk to pull out the fight rather than deal with him any longer. And this is when people started saying Tyson Fury is scared of Usyk. He's putting duck sauce on the fried rice. Tyson Fury is afraid of losing, and he doesn't want to lose, although he calls Usyk a rabbit. He calls him a cruiserweight. Tyson Fury won't fight him because he's afraid of losing. But finally, they made the bout with Usyk, but instead of fighting him, he first wanted to fight MMA star Francis Ngannou, who had never boxed professionally. And there are boxing fans who, to this day, still feel that Tyson Fury wasted his time in that fight, and they're glad he got the wake-up call because he almost lost. He struggled to a split decision win over Ngannou, then suffered a shocking third-round knockdown, and he was outlanded in power punches. People don't talk about that. This is a fact. Forget what you think about whether he won or lost the fight. He was outlanded on power punches. That's crazy. Fury's performance felt like a black eye for boxing and emboldened the MMA masses into calling the result a robbery. And it also made people start to say, what happened to that Tyson Fury that got in there against Deontay Wilder in that second and third fight? Where's that guy? How do you go from performing on that level with a killer in front of you, who's giving you the business, to performing on the level he performed at against Ngannou, who's nowhere near a killer at that time of like how Deontay Wilder was in that second and third fight, and almost lose? What was missing? Some people say he didn't have the Sajjad power up. I say, pay attention, people. Anyway, he suffered a cut against Ngannou, delaying the scheduling of the Usyk fight, which was supposed to take place December 2023. Then they pushed it back to February 2024. Then he had to sit back and watch Joseph Parker thoroughly outclass Wilder in a wide decision. Now, Wilder, it did look like he was, had not even 1 foot in boxing. He had both feet outside of boxing. Wilder looked like he didn't want to be there. But anyway, that ayahuasca too probably had something to do with it. But when you look at his performance, it made people say, well, damn, maybe Deontay Wilder wasn't that great, and Tyson Fury doesn't deserve all the praise he's received, because if Joseph Parker could come out here and do to Wilder what he did, then what does that say about Fury's wins? Then he had to sit back and watch Joshua beat up and stop Wallen inside 5 rounds. In 2019, Wallen gave Fury all he could handle. Although he lost the decision, people felt he should have won. But that cut he opened up on Fury's eyelid was crazy. It was enormous. They should have stopped the fight. But the secret society was in full effect. They didn't stop it. Tyson Fury got himself a decision. Then he had to watch Joshua damn near kill Ngannou in 2 rounds, which made Fury's performance against Ngannou retroactively appear even more abysmal. Now, that is true, because if you watch Tyson Fury's his body language in the audience, he looked like he was trying to digest a shit sandwich. He looked uncomfortable. He was looking over his shoulder like Puff Daddy at a party. He looked like somebody was going to get him. And that's because he knows AJ is coming for him. But anyway, then he has a cut in sparring, further delaying the Usyk fight supposed to take place on May 18th. Then he continued with his trash talk, which people are tired of hearing him call Usyk, a pussycat and B word and all kind of obnoxious things. People are just tired of it. But it's gotten old. This whole thing with Tyson Fury making noise has gotten old. And now you see, this is what happens. You bring unnecessary attention on yourself. And here in this article, they're talking about Fury has always been deeply flawed. Like, they just can't let the man... Look, whatever he did in his past is his past. I don't think they should keep bringing it up, but because of his antics, they're bringing this shit up again. He has said reprehensible things about women and the LGBTQ community. In 2016, here it is. UK anti-doping charged him with a positive nandrolone test for which Fury blamed wild boar consumption. His trash talk is mildly funny at best and intolerable at worst. And despite his incredible physical gifts, Fury has never sought an all-time great career as much zeal as he could have. Man, this is crazy. How they're talking about how he swole up to more than 400 pounds. He had mental health issues. He wasn't taking things serious. He's just continued to diminish himself. And now they're talking. See, this is where people start to really go in on you, man. And I'm like, God damn. This article pointed out some stuff to where, people see him as a joke, but now they're just really, it's one thing to twist a person's arm, but they want to snap his shit off. They say, let's imagine that Usyk decisively beats Fury and wins a rematch, assuming it happens. In 5 years, Usyk will have stormed the heavyweight division, beaten Joshua twice, and then Fury to become undisputed champ. Despite having a decade's head start on Usyk in the division, Fury's case for being the era's best heavyweight wilts and dies on the vine along with his undefeated record. I think so. If he loses to Usyk, I just think Fury looks very bad. But anyway, they're just saying Tyson Fury may have been seen as a kind of precious metal, but now they're realizing that he's nothing more than fool's gold. I think some of that article is a little bit harsh. So yeah, even a hood champion has a heart. But they're spot on about Tyson Fury. I call him Cryson Scary and all of his bullshit. Like champ, you get it together. But it's like I said, and I'm not going to waste y'all's time on this video talking about it again. Tyson Fury gets away with a lot of stuff. And I am of the opinion, because he's got people that, he's got the right connections, man. The stuff he's able to do, get away with, money he's able to make, etc. Nobody else is able to do that. So, you have to attribute it to what was said by Ben Davison. When Tyson Fury met Daniel Kinahan was a godsend. And when Kinahan told him, if you trust me, I will lead you to unimaginable wealth and back to the top of the heavyweight division. And I truly believe that stands true to this day. And that's why Tyson Fury is able to do what he's able to do, where no one else is able to do it, where there's no real explanation for how he's able to do it. I just think he has certain people that are protecting him and looking out for him. And that's just kind of how it goes, right? There's always been corruption in boxing, my opinion, about what's going on with him, but it's nothing new. You think I'm joking? All this secret society shit and corruption, just go and Google. Look at the shit that happened with Bob Arum and Don King and those guys. Read those articles, and Mauricio Suleiman's dad and the sanctioning bodies. Read those articles. It'll open your mind. That's why, with me, I talk about it so much, because I've taken my time to do my due diligence and get spun up on some of this. And I was like, damn, I read about 30 articles. I was like, holy shit. The same stuff happening today has been happening forever. Okay? Just a different day and age. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Cryson Scary can't afford to lose to Usyk, because if he does, I think he's going to be in a downward spiral. And I think all those demons are going to come back on him. And he may not make it out of this emotional whirlwind. He may not this time. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.